Welcome everyone again at Dwyer Arena. A little bit different feel in the air today, Coach. It's a playoff weekend. This is an Atlantic Hockey playoff preview. The Purple Eagles will play the Canisius College Golden Griffins, their rival, their crosstown rival. But Coach, before we get into them, let's look back at Air Force weekend. I'm almost still laughing at it, Coach, that you guys were such a better team, I thought, on Saturday night, despite the final score. A very opportunistic Air Force team. But just going through that weekend, Coach, what do you see looking back on the tape? You break that down.
Yeah, it's a tale of two teams or two games for us. Friday night we didn't have much fight in us. We looked like a team that was locked into a playoff spot, and they were playing for first place, and they took it to us. But on Saturday, clearly, as you say, we were the better team from start to finish. 5-on-5, we obviously track shifts, whether you win, lose, or draw your shift, and it's the best that we've played 5-on-5 all season. So. We had 30 hits after 2 periods. It was domination, except they got a couple bounces around the cage and we didn't. So, but we're as a staff really pleased on how that effort went, and we think if we play like that in the playoffs, we could go on a run here.
Coach, as I mentioned, you guys are going to be playing Canisius in the playoffs. Before we break them down, though, we do have to admit that we did have to do 2 takes on Saturday with the post game, because the whole press room was quite the scene. Something I'll probably remember for a while. Everyone was glued to their phones looking for that final score, and it turns out you guys are playing Canisius. So a lot of excitement here at Niagara that you guys are playing another chance at your crosstown rivals, Canisius College.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and it's playoff week for men and women's basketball as well, and when you know it, that all 3 sports got their crosstown rivals, so it's a big deal for our campus, and obviously it's a big deal for us. We want to make something out of what's been a disappointing season for us, and for us to draw Canisius in a 2 out of 3, if we can pull this off, I think it makes for a long run.
And again, Coach, just to wrap it up with Canisius, just if you could talk about the type of team they are. Had a tie against them at Harbor Center, and then a 3-1 loss. Late goal scored there, but I thought it was overall a pretty close weekend last time you guys had out to Harbor Center.
Yeah, I thought it was a coin toss in each game, and we made a couple mistakes and they didn't. So it's going to be a great series. I think it's going to be a long series, and we outshot them on Thursday night there, the first game of the 2-game series. We outshot them dramatically and still lost, and then I thought Saturday, shots were 36-34, grade A's were equal, and we tied 3-3, so I don't think anyone deserved to win that game. It was a good college hockey game. So obviously they have a couple of all-league players up front, and maybe an all-league rookie. We'll find out when the votes are tallied next week. So obviously we got to pay attention to their top guys. They're pretty special.